Who remembers the Blue Stoop? I'm laughing at the question who. Everybody. All the names. My name is Thomas Devaney, and that's the opening of my poem, The Blue Stoop. For me, there's a kind of community that's implied in the poem, and Blue Stoop, a home for Philly writers, really does one essential thing. It creates a meeting place.
In our 2 years of existing, Blue Stoop has been busy. We've held writing classes in the craft of writing that help people improve and connect with other writers, an event series that pairs nationally touring authors with local Philadelphia writers, held monthly happy hours for writers to meet each other and share laughs and woes, and established ourselves as a centralized resource for all things Philadelphia and literary. Blue Stoop's mission is to support writers, foster creativity, and build inclusive literary community.
Community is important to a writer because writing is an incredibly lonely occupation. Basically, you do it by yourself.
I wholeheartedly believe that equitable resources create a sustainable future, and arts is a main component. Communion with literary-minded folks to inspire and continue critical thinking, critical writing, and joy. Blue Stoop has been a sacred resource for me as a young writer, trying to figure out my own work and process, and I thank everyone who has been able to give to Blue Stoop for this opportunity. I've learned so much during my time with Blue Stoop, and I'm so excited to see the many spaces and places and perspectives Blue Stoop will be and hold.
Blue Stoop events have allowed me to hear directly from and connect with some of my favorite authors and have introduced me to the incredible work of countless poets, nonfiction writers, and novelists from across the country.
Then the coronavirus hit, and like many organizations doing essential arts work here in Philadelphia, we canceled events and lost income. But we regrouped, and with feedback from the community and our staff, found ways to center the new needs of Philly writers working from home. We started Wednesdays on the Stoop, a weekly hour of informal programming where writers can talk, learn, and make space to write together. Our summer and fall classes will also be held online. We're now asking for your help. We are fundraising so we can continue to pay our staff members a living wage, and so we can keep our writing classes accessible to Philadelphians from all walks of life.
I love Blue Stoop for the range of voices in literature that it brings to the Philadelphia community, and for the voices within our community that it gives a platform to.
There are still a ton of barriers for marginalized communities to access creative writing courses, and only some of those barriers are financial.
The best way you can support Blue Stoop is by making a donation. As a nonprofit, Blue Stoop runs on the revenue from its craft classes and through donation campaigns like this one. And while most of the craft class revenue goes towards paying the instructors a fair wage for the incredible time and effort that they put in, and to providing financial assistance to writers who want to take the classes, most of Blue Stoop's operating costs comes from generous donors like yourself.
Further, if you give before June 29th, you'll also be supporting Black and Brown-led grassroots organizing in Philadelphia, as we're splitting all gifts till then with the Bread and Roses Solidarity Fund.
That's what Blue Stoop does in Philadelphia in its literary community. It fulfills the very notion and the very goals of Bread and Roses, justice with love.
These two ancestors had laid a lot of blueprint for what it is we needed to be thinking about and looking at, and some of the strategic moves. Harriet Tubman was so strategic, and for folks who don't know, she never learned how to read or write, and so to navigate the world the way she did without that particular skill set is just beyond genius, right?
We're really excited for what's to come for arts and storytelling in Philadelphia. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
Thank you for supporting Blue Stoop. Thank you for supporting the Philadelphia writer. Thank you for supporting our community.
Thank you for supporting Blue Stoop, and thank you for supporting Philly writers.
Thank you, Blue Stoop, for everything you do.